This is the anticipatory set for lesson 1. Morning class. What we are going to do right away is I'm going to pass out the KWL chart. Don't worry right now about the front side. What I'd like you to do is flip it on the back side. It's blank. I just want you to have a sheet to write something with. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to write things up on the board. I want you to write it down with me, and then after we're done writing, I'll explain what I want you to do with the words on the board. So just follow me with what I write. Of course. I'll try and get out of the way. All right, put your pencils down when you're done writing. That way I know you're ready. Okay, everyone's ready? So what I want you to do right now with this is think of all of these and how they stress you out in your life. What I want you to do, numbering, since there's 6 up here, 1 to 6, 1 being this, any one of these 6 stresses you out the most in your life, write down number 1 all the way through 6. So for me, if school is my number 1 stressor, I would write 6. If friends was my least amount of stress out of this list, I would write 6. Does that make sense to everybody? Anyone have any questions? Okay, so we'll take about 30 seconds, number these 1 through 6 based on how much these stress you out in your life.
By home, do you mean just like home?
Like
home life, just
like
family.
Being at home. Some people are stressed out by being at home, so just anything within that regards. All right, is everyone done?
Yes.
Now we're going to move on to a second one.
You're the same. Really? Yeah.
So just follow along again, write these down. And then with the same thing with these, rank them. These are physical signs of stress, so whichever one you feel you show the most when you're feeling stressed out, rank these based on what you show physically. And for breathlessness, that would be like, obviously, you're out of breath. Panic is just overall overwhelming panic, anxiety, anything along those lines. All right, we got one more. This last set is going to be emotional signs. What you feel within yourself when you're feeling stressed out. Some of these are kind of close in their definitions, but just separate them as best you can. last one goes together.
What are we ranking them as again?
Ranking them, so whichever one you feel most, like emotionally, when you're feeling stressed out, rank these 1 through 5, since there's 5 up there. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to go around. So in order, the first one was the different types of stressors, common stressors that we find in our life. Second one was the physical signs that we show when we're stressed out, and then this last one was the emotional signs that we feel inside when we're feeling stressed out. We're going to go around the room, would anyone like to share their list? If you're not comfortable, you don't have to, but would anyone like to share their list for the first one when we talked about stressors in your life?
I can.
Abby?
So, school was my number 1 stress. I put work as second, family as third, home as fourth, media as fifth, and friends as sixth.
Friends as sixth? Okay. Would anyone like to share the second one, the physical signs?
Oh,
Kelsey?
I have heart racing as number 1, sweating as 2, panic as 3, breathlessness 4, and faintness 5.
Faintness 5. Okay, and then we'll go on to the last one. Would anyone like to share their third one? Sarah?
I have can't focus as 1, overwhelmed as 2, anxiety as 3, inability to make a decision as 4, and acting out as 5.
Okay, so we're kind of getting a sense of what other people feel like, and your list might differ from one to another. Just a quick raise of hands. How many people put school as their number 1 stressor? Everybody. I would put that too as my number 1 stressor when I was in school. What we're going to do now, okay, is we're going to go on. We're going to flip the papers over. We're going to go on to the KWLs. You can end it.